I'm a Muslim man. Gotta stay clean when I'm on my deen. I'm a Muslim man. Make 'em say Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. I'm a Muslim man. Heaven is a dream when you're on my team. I'm a Muslim man. Yeah, akhi, I'm a Muslim man.
What up, everybody, and welcome to AbNation TV. I'm your boy Ab, and I'm with my lovely, my sweetheart, my Angelo, my Halwa, my mom, Barida, aka Barwako, aka people say that she's my sister, aka who are you? So right now we do a challenge, and this challenge is similar as what we did earlier this year. It's called Do We Know Each Other Challenge, but this challenge is similar but not exactly the same. This challenge is called Never Have I Ever. I'm gonna ask her some questions, she's gonna ask them to me, and we answer, you know what I'm saying, right? Are you ready? Who's gonna win? Are you gonna win or I'm gonna win? Let's get started. But you know how it is. Ladies go first, you know what I'm saying?
Never have I ever abused a teacher.
Teacher? What? Hey, Mom, why?
You have? I cannot believe that. How and when?
I love you, Mommy.
The love is, the other side. I'm asking you the question. You need to answer my question. Have I ever abused?
It's not my fault. I had to defend myself and to abuse that teacher.
No. How and why?
There's so many of them. Let's just say that.
More than one? You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Yes, you are crazy.
I'm not crazy.
So why? What's going on? Tell me.
You want me to tell you one story?
Just only a little bit hint.
There was a time that I had not said anything, and there's a guy behind me. He talked loud, whatever. But the teacher thought it was my voice and tried to say that, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I I was cursing at her and everything because she did not see me, but she heard a voice. But she didn't see me that I was talking, and it I had to say something to defend myself against her. So that's why. That's one of the examples. What about you, Mom?
Well,
don't lie.
Okay.
Tell me.
Well, and I haven't.
I have? You have?
Yes, I have.
You.
Yeah.
My mom abused a teacher.
You know why? And I remember, and every kid, they have the struggling and or hated inside for one subject. I didn't like the Arabic language, and we supposed to take one class for Arabic language, and I totally hated. And I remember, and when I was a little child and go to Duxi, and I hate to go to the Duxi, and I used to run away from the Duxi. So this was what happened. I didn't know the Quran. He asked me a couple of times, stand up and read in Surah Al-Yasin. And the Surah Al-Yasin, I didn't memorize, and I didn't even get that far. So he banished me. The other week, he did to me like the same thing. And I told him, and I used to love, to put my hair, some beauty stuff in my neck and my ear. And the reason I abused him was he described what I'm wearing and what it was my beauty, and he turned to abuse me. So when he turned to abuse me, at the same time he keep pushing me, oh, you have to memorize Surah Al-Yasin. And the one thing I said to him was, the first thing I said that day, I remember, you are teacher and you don't have to worry about what I'm wearing. Are you jealous about? Because you cannot buy it. That was the mistake I made it. The one thing, and I don't like to say the people, because I was a little girl, I wasn't thinking about, this word, your teacher doesn't deserve to say it. Do you understand?
But sometimes you feel like he deserves.
The second.
But at the same time, you both are wrong.
Yeah, the second thing I told him,
Yeah.
Did you teach me? Did you teach me the Surah Al Yasin? No, you didn't teach me. How could I memorize without teaching me? So you are making mistake and you are unbelievable teacher and totally I don't like you. That's what I told him. And he told me get out my class and I get out of his class. And what happened every single time he come in the class I have to leave unless you know
Did you talk to the principal or
yeah, the principal has to talk to me and say what's going on, and I told him exactly what's going on. The principal fell and the teacher was the mistake. That wasn't my mistake. And I told him, the principal, he told me many times. He said to me those words many times. And this time I cannot take anymore. I have to speak up. I have to say something.
So the teacher act like he could do anything just to control your education.
Well, I mean,
that's like
no.
that's,
I mean,
know,
back home. Listen,
but I
listen,
understand.
listen. The back home we treat the teachers like our parent. It is not like here. That's
But the way he's
home.
treating you is like, what the heck? Like that's not like being a teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
the teacher
yes,
back
yes,
home.
it might be his fault, but he should understand, like, if he knows Arabic, if he knows Quran, he shouldn't be treating like that, because probably look, whoever doesn't know how to understand the Quran, that's how he act. It doesn't look like he read the Quran. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Never have I ever been to Dubai. Why? I don't know. I simply don't know, really, because I have an uncle that I have to take care of him. I see you, Naeem. I see you. What about you, Mom? Oh, wait, you have and I have not? What? No, why? It's not fair.
Yeah, while I was there because you were taking care of Naeem, that is the Chinese.
I want to go to Dubai.
You will go one day, inshallah, if you leave it.
Never have I ever got into a fight with other students. You got into a fight? Like fist fight? This is pretty interesting.
But
I want to hear it.
it is not something that I caused it. That is something the kid caused it. You know.
Who's that kid?
Yeah. When I was a little girl, you know, I was coward. But
Mom,
Yeah.
tell me the truth.
Yeah, I'm
You're not a
telling-
coward.
Yeah.
Because I see you're not a coward.
yeah, I mean, believe me or not, when I grew up or when I was a little girl, I was way too different person. When I was a little girl, I was coward because I wasn't grew up with, you know, a lot children. So I was scared about the kid. I was scared about to associate the children. So, and I'm kind of like, you know, I don't know you, don't touch me. And I mean, you are so evil, something like that. Yeah. So, and if they say bad word to me, I don't know how to I reply. But when they like bunch me, then I stood up
Obviously,
and fight.
you need to defend.
Yeah, I have to defend. While my heart bouncing back. Believe me. But when I take the action, mashallah, I was
She's dangerous.
defender.
Even she fight me so many times. Like I go to a hospital and say, can you go here and here? I have American insurance. I have Obamacare.
I remember, and before I got fight, there were several children. They abused me because they saw I'm scaring about them. They saw I'm not seeing the bad word. They saying I'm not, you know, putting middle of the finger. So I'm not doing all those stuffs because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, you know, defending us, you know. When they abuse me and they saw I cannot, when they abuse me and they saw I'm not fighting back, I'm not saying any word, they saw I'm scaring. So they just telling each other. They sneak up and telling each other and saying, hey, she is scared. You can beat her. So I remember one lady, she tried to beat me. And she stood behind me to the table and I was sitting in the chair. So the table, it is a little bit, she stabbed my shoulder. When she stabbed my shoulder, yeah, she's older than me. she stabbed my shoulder, and qadarullah, I stand up and she fall down. You know, I was so mad and I beat up her.
Obviously, you
So-
you have to get mad. You have to.
Okay, so this was going on. When I beat up her, that is the time they stop abusing. Yeah.
And what goes
What
around,
about you?
what goes around comes around.
What about you? Ooh, are you the one who cursing or
Sometimes I call, sometimes I'm not.
you curse?
Yeah.
How and why?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay, there's one time that, there's, I think that you already know. There's one time.
Someone bet you to do that.
No, that was no, listen. This is what happened. Like, there was one time, I got fighting so many times. Some I did not cause it, some I did. But there's one thing I did cause. It was all my fault. And it happened in the bus. I was like, I think it was my 7th grade year. Yeah, my 7th grade year. It was the beginning of my 7th grade year. And what happened was, there was some kid. I'm not gonna say his name, but there's some kid that I remember exactly about him. And you know, for me, I like to make jokes about people, right? But that time, I don't know how, like, what's the word to use to make jokes on other people, right? And then later on, there's a lot of people who, like, there's a lot of people at bus who are instigating sometimes, right? Instigating, which means it's haram, obviously. Like, and then I just like curse him out, like, all that stuff, because people are hyping, oh my god, Abby's killing it, oh, and all that stuff. And for me, I was being a douchebag. I was being a jerk and everything. And this guy's much older than me. I'm crazy, yes, I'm crazy. And then later, what happened was, I put my hands on him, like this kid. And when I put my hands on him, then boom, we got into a fight. Okay, and then we got a fight and I lost for some reason and boom. So yeah. Are you mad?
Well, I am mad because and
Because I was being a bad boy?
yeah.
Never have I ever lied to you.
Lie to my mom.
Did I ever lie to my mom? You know, I'm honest. I am sweet. I am everything. You know, I love you. I would never lie to you. I will never.
I know. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Every kid do that. I do also. Only my mother, not other people.
To
No.
me, do
No.
you ever lie to me? Lie to me?
For you, no. I always tell them. I lied to you one time. I remember,
What is it?
and it was like third year of your school when you used to love Santa Claus.
What? So the time that you
Only
lied.
that time. Okay, I'll tell audience. I'll tell our fan. But and I never lied to you. And there is one time I lied to him, and the reason I lied to him was he loved Santa. And you know what? I said, no, this is not right. This is not something obviously right. It is not. He's not supposed to love us this much. Okay, I have been thinking. I talked to my mother. My mom and I, we made a decision.
This
What
happened-
is decision?
this happened
We
2003.
have to hide all his clothes and shoes. I took from my home and I dropped my mommy's home. Okay, when he came back home, the night time, we got our home. So usually we used to stay my mom is home during daytime. So during nighttime we have to go our home. When we go home, he has to get something to change to go to the school tomorrow. And we came here, his closet, there's no clothes, there's no one of his shoes. And I said, oh my goodness, what's going on? Someone came home, took all your stuff. So the next day when he went to the school and when he came back, I have to have something that is make him heartbreak about the Santa Claus. And when he came back, I told him, I said, you know what? And we have news from the police. We called the police. Police said, and this sign like the Santa Claus came home and stole something, but we will find it. And I told him that information. That was the second time I lied. It is one story. So after it took like 5 or 6 days, then we returned home his clothes, and I said, you know what? Today the police is coming. Okay, police found your clothes, your stuff, all your stuff. Who took it? Santa Claus. So then I didn't say, do you believe Santa Claus? He is good person. He is, what do you know, the school and make you brainwash. I didn't say that. I just be quiet. And he's like, Santa is thief. He's thief. So since that day, even when he go to school and teacher talk about the Santa Claus is given and gifted, blah blah blah, he keeps saying, no, Santa Claus is thief. He stole my stuff. And that was my biggest happier. Bingo. And I win.
Angel Santa. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe this channel. If you want to see her channel, it's called Barita and Beauty. And guess what, guys? And I'll see you next time on AbNation TV. Boom.
And orbit the ball.
Let's go. Mecca,